Because one of their own got into a physical altercation recently with a big, and I mean big, liberal Hollywood TV and movie star.
Yeah, I obviously we haven't seen all of the footage. I hear, mixed things like the dude just ran out on him and like pushed him or something like that. Pushed him and he was mad about him riding past or loud or fast or whatever the case may be, man. But let's be real about something. Like, I get being mad. You potentially, if Alan Ritchson was speeding or whatever, and giving him an earful, maybe that still might be a little sus, man. Like, look at the dude, like, outweighs you by like probably 200 pounds. Like, I think Alan is probably over 300 pounds. Like, yeah, you might want to stay on your sidewalk and yell at him from a distance, man. You might not want to enter that dude's personal space. That's just, for next time, right? Because you obviously learned your lesson this time. But in the future, you might want to yell that shit from a safe distance. Hey, stop doing that. Just saying. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trey.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Back at it with another video.
Another one.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm a new YouTuber, trying to grow, get better at this thing. And let me know if y'all are liking the content, not liking the content. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to improve and do this stuff better. Today, we're gonna be reacting to a video from Really American, and they're reacting to this situation with Alan Ritchson, I believe his name is. Got into it with one of his neighbor, had to put the pause on somebody. So without further ado, let's see what's going on.
Boy, oh boy, the MAGA snowflakes are melting down today, folks.
Only a MAGA redhead dumbfuck would bitch and moan about being a helpless victim attacked out of nowhere.
Because one of their own got into a physical altercation recently with a big, and I mean big, liberal Hollywood TV and movie star.
Yeah, obviously we haven't seen all of the footage. I hear, mixed things like the dude just ran out on him and like pushed him or something like that. Pushed him and, he was mad about him riding past or loud or fast or whatever the case may be, man. But let's be real about something. Like, I get being mad. You potentially, if Alan Ritchson was speeding or whatever, and giving him an earful, maybe that still might be a little sus, man. Like, look at the dude, like, outweighs you by like probably 200 pounds. Like, I think Alan is probably over 300 pounds. Like, yeah, you might want to stay on your sidewalk and yell at him from a distance, man. You might not want to enter that dude's personal space. That's just, for next time, right? Because you obviously learned your lesson this time. But in the future, you might want to yell that shit from a safe distance. Hey, stop doing that. Just saying.
That, of course, being, as this red capper puts it, Trump-hating actor Alan Ritchson, who poses as a Christian, beating his neighbor in front of his two kids. But this red capper, along...
Okay, so, yeah. I don't know the Trump hating, like, I know he said some stuff disparaging about Trump, so good on him, because everybody should hate Trump, really. And just because he's a Christian doesn't mean that you get to get in his personal space, yelling, screaming, potentially putting hands on him, and not expect to get the brakes beat off you. Like, that's just because he's a Christian doesn't mean, like, Trump supporter and the whole MAGA movement have just bastardized the Christian faith and, using the Bible to their advantage to sow hatred for all different types of groups, minorities, LGBTQ, like, you name it. So miss me with all of that. If you get in somebody's personal space, putting some hands on them and or screaming all aggressively, be prepared for what may be coming your way. That's what, like, yeah, I don't see what the problem is.
with Richton's MAGA Karen neighbor, and many a MAGA on the internet jumped to some conclusions about Richton and the altercation here that we'd like to dispel for you now, because today Richton's body cam footage dropped and the internet is singing an entirely different tune. So if you love seeing MAGA Karens fucking around and then instantly finding out, or if you just love the taste of melted MAGA snowflake tears, then be sure to smash like and subscribe, and let's break this whole thing down from the beginning. The full body cam footage of this incident is at the end of the video, but just to get into it for time here, but the guy in the blue shirt here, his name is Ronnie Taylor, and he gets his butt kind of handed to him by Alan Ritchson here. You can see the kids in the street on the bikes. The video starts where the bike is already turned over. We'll get to what actually happened there in a second when the body cam footage comes up. And the hilarious part is...
So I'm not a rider. You know, maybe one of these days in the near future, I'll get me a bike or something like that. But apparently, Alan, like, I'm guessing had his hand on the throttle and as he was trying to get the bike, and the bike took off on him. So, yeah, you just put the brakes on, beat the brakes off of somebody, and you know, go to pick up your bike, and yeah, he kind of fumbled getting the bike. But whatever, man. He's in heightened emotional state. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can't be cool at all time. You know what I'm saying? I know he's an actor. You wish he could, you know, do another take on that one.
The poster that posted this footage on Twitter, I mean, therefore I am, was already getting roasted in the comments because eventually Twitter added the context saying that FAFO, the neighbor, actually started the fight. And the guy actually admits it, Ronnie Taylor, in this video that he posted, which is part of his, like...
So there you go. He started it. So, I mean, you got what was coming to you, man.
Wambulance tour where he's going around telling anyone who will listen, I got beat up by a liberal Hollywood actor, blah, blah, blah. But then the dumbass accidentally admits that he started it while trying to Karen his way into being the victim. Listen to this.
It started on Saturday, and I'm an experienced motorcycle rider. I've been riding bikes all my life. So, you know, from dirt bikes to street bikes and etc. But I'd heard this incestuous revving and speeding through our neighborhood of the motorcycle. I eventually saw the guy on Saturday. I didn't know who it was. And I sort of like flippantly sort of said, "Guy, do you, like he was quite aware." And I said, "Can you just slow it down, please?" And then there are numerous people in my neighborhood who caught all of this on Ring doorbells of him speeding through the neighborhood. And on Sunday, when I was cleaning my bike outside my house, he rode past once, twice, and on the second time, I walked out in front of him and I said, "You've got to stop. Someone's going to get hurt." And it escalated quite quickly from there. I did push him because he...
So was he speeding, or were the bikes just loud and you were annoyed at the sound of the bikes? Because, like I said, I'm not a rider, and I know there are plenty of bikes that I heard that were loud, but like nobody was really speeding or anything like that. But the fucking bike was loud. Like, are you that, like, I don't know, like miserable of a human being that like somebody just being on their bikes loud with their kids is really causing you so much stress that you need to run out into the middle of the street to yell at them? Yikes.
He was coming towards me on his bike. He did it again for a second time. I pushed him a second time. And I think the second time he got off his bike and it kicked the crap out of me. And you can see he hit me in the back of my head. I went to the ground and covered myself. I've had such a shitty day today, and I don't wish the guy any malice or ill will, but we just don't need people riding through neighborhoods like this. And I just decided, you know, I'm take a stand because someone else has to, because it's going to end up.
So I thought maybe people were joking, but is that a MAGA hat back there right behind his head?
Way worse than he could.
Yes, I was just trying to get a little regime change in my neighborhood. My preemptive strike against Alan Ritchson was totally justified. If I didn't go in there and blow up his bike ride, he was about 2 weeks away from building a nuclear weapon in our neighborhood. That MAGA asshat, which if you didn't see the hat in the background, you'll see in a second, did himself no favors by crying around the world to anyone who would listen like TMZ, because the internet then turned on him, as did the police, as we'll see after this.
Only a MAGA redhead dumb fuck would bitch and moan about being a helpless victim attacked out of nowhere when they consciously walked their ass out of their house, stood in the street in front of an oncoming motorcycle, pushed the rider down twice in front of their kids, and then get their British ass handed to them by 6'3", 250-pound Alan Ritchson. MAGA dude's reasoning?
Like, what? I'm just saying, man, like, you gotta stop this. Especially, like, after all that, after being the aggressor to that extent, he didn't even want to fight. He didn't even want to fight. He didn't throw a punch. He just immediately curled up into a ball into the fetal position. Like, what? What did you... I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm lost. Y'all gotta explain this shit to me. What the fuck is the point? Like, what is the point of doing all that aggression like you big and tough, and as soon as somebody calls you, you didn't even throw a fucking punch? That's the most pussy shit you could ever do. Wow. Yeah, you got to live this. You got to continue to live with this for the rest of your life, because the internet is forever, buddy.
Jack Reacher was driving like a lunatic at 21 miles per hour. Funny thing is, you can avoid that and your shiner.
See? This is what I'm talking about. 21 miles an hour? Yeah, in a neighborhood, whatever. 20 miles an hour is, like, decent. Like, he obviously wasn't speeding. Like, that's my point. Like, he obviously wasn't speeding. So all of the things everything that you said and everything that you did as a result of it, null and void. You're full of shit. You're just a miserable human being, and you fuck around and found out.
By staying your bitch ass inside. MAGA men want to act cool and literally own everything, but then they still are so emotional they can't walk outside without starting fights. So if you're that much of an emotional baby, don't go outside or lead the country, stupid fucking bitch.
Yeah, and I'll play the full body cam footage of the altercation for you at the end here in just a second, but it just reminds me that, like, MAGA men need to just stay their ass inside for our safety and for theirs too. We've covered this January 6th rioter, right-wing agitator Jake Lang many times on the channel. Most recently, he got a bunch of flack for allegedly texting with a 16-year-old decoy and trying to get this girl to come to one of his rallies. It's a whole video in and of itself, but prior to that, he's gotten famous for instigating at these rallies, anti-Muslim rallies, anti-immigration rallies, and he is always instigating people, bringing around an actual goat, claiming that people that follow Islam are goat fuckers, and he always acts like the fucking victim when the inevitable happens, and people respond in kind to the hate that he's spewing.
Some footage showed Lang bleeding from his head and stumbling through a crowd surrounding him. Take a look at your screen. Lang was reportedly planning.
And, like, let's take it back for just a second, because in this post, right, you know, people try and mask it under Christianity and Christian beliefs. And that's one thing that I hate more than anything. Yeah. I was almost ripped limb from limb. My pants leg, literally, da-da-da-da-da. The Lord is my rock and my strength, and he hath delivered me from the mouth of the lions, right? So my whole point in bringing this back to this is that there is this, I think, despicable trend amongst the most hateful of human beings, but we'll just say the most hateful with the conservative, MAGA supporters, what have you, right? That not only are they just hateful for the sake of being hateful and getting off bigotry and, you know, homophobia and things of that nature, they weaponize scripture, they weaponize people that are Christians to where, you know, you're not racist, you're just a devout Christian, right? You're not anti-Muslim, you're just pro-Christianity. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't, you are a piece of shit is what you are. Don't try and weaponize your faith so you can get off this bullshit of hatred. Because yeah, I'm not in church all day, every day, but I know that based on the the teachings of the Bible, it doesn't teach you to fucking hate. You choose to hate. Man's bastardization of the Christian faith has taught hatred. So miss me with all that shit. Sorry, I had to go on a little rant because I hate when this shit happens.
Showed Lang bleeding from his head and stumbling through a crowd surrounding him. Take a look at your screen. Lang was reportedly planning to burn a Koran at Minneapolis City Hall during an anti-Islam rally, but it appears protesters took him down before that did happen. He was then apparently pepper sprayed by the crowd there. Again, you're seeing some of the video here of all of this unfolding just yesterday outside of City Hall in Minneapolis.
And I hate to say it like this because it has not been this cavalier in many instances, like with Alex Preddy and Renee Good, but whenever the video footage comes out, it always completely dispels the MAGA narrative, which is exactly the case here with Alan Ritchson. Here's the body cam footage of what actually fucking happened.
Okay, so he's already fucking pissed.
Are you
because
fucking
now you
kidding
done
me,
forced
bro?
him
For
to
what?
stop.
For what? For what? Stand in front of a fucking bike again, dude. For doing what? You threatened my fucking safety, bro. Are you kidding me? I should knock you the fuck out now. Go ahead, knock me out. Go ahead. I've called the BPD. I've called them already because you've been driving around this fucking neighborhood like a fucking lunatic, ruining. There's kids riding around here. Go ahead. It's all on camera. Go ahead. Are you drunk right now, bro? Go ahead. Are you drinking? Go ahead. Call the police.
Oh shit.
Out of your
Call the
fucking
police.
mind, dude.
Call the police.
You lucky I don't fucking knock you out, bro.
Go ahead, knock me out. Go ahead. I called the police.
Unbelievable, dude.
I called the police. It's on camera. You're riding around here like a fucking lunatic.
I should have run you over, dude.
You did. You did. I'm in my house, taking my bike. You're driving around like a fucking lunatic. I called the police. I can leave now because you're a pussy. Go ahead, leave. Drive around the neighborhood because you're driving around like a fucking lunatic. And you what? I'm gonna put an assault charge on you. I'm gonna put an assault charge on you. Still talking. Assault charge. Assault charge on you, you fucking asshole. For these kids, you're an asshole. I don't care. Go ahead. Oh, that really goes over.
Fucking move, dude.
No. You. Go ahead.
Fucking out of your goddamn mind.
Right? Fucking.
Stay down.
Okay, I'll stay down.
Are you fucking stupid?
That's assault. That's assault. Go ahead. Yeah, he deserved
Christ.
it. Hey, he deserved it. He could have easily avoided all of it.
Camera.
Camera. You're assaulting me is all on camera. You fucking moron. Yeah, buddy. You're assault, all right.
Yeah, the guy clearly instigates everything, stands in the middle of the street with oncoming bikes, pushes his bike over, probably damages it, and as you probably read on the screen there, the cops dropped all charges and say it was self-defense. If only this kind of karma and actual justice could come on a national level. And that is what we are trying to achieve here at Really American. So if you enjoyed this video or the content or want...
Yeah, definitely go to Really American. I just found them recently, liking the content they put out. You know, they try and do a comedic take on some things too, which I definitely appreciate. But yeah, y'all, hey, I think it's plain as day, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you haven't already, Please subscribe. And until next time,
Hey,
I'll
why
holla at you.
you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. I pop out, they go wild, so celebrity. Too busy winning, I forgot that I got frenemies.